first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and honors and shalom to all the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. All right, Salazar Banloya here again, getting back on this heresy today about the Northern Kingdom, and also touch on a couple other topics that are kind of related to that situation. You know, had this guy Batak, you know, which is mainly him and Israelite Judah 777 was who the last video was mainly directed to in their outrageous claims. Okay, now I really want to deal primarily with Batak. Okay, because in all honesty, that other dude, he doesn't even. I mean, not that Batak knows what the hell he's talking about, but that dude really don't know what the hell he's talking about, man. But you got Batak here, and he at least tried to bring out a few scriptures. So we're going to deal with the scriptures that you brought out, Batak. Because what you did when you brought these scriptures out was hang your damn self, man. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. Okay? Now, you brought out a scripture. The first scripture I want to address that you brought out was in Ezra. Okay? The 2nd chapter. Alright, which is not a smart move. Well, he brought out this, I'm going to tell you the scripture he brought out in Ezra, the 2nd chapter. And see, here's the thing about guys like him and guys in the church. They take one scripture, twist it up, and base an entire doctrine on it. We know they do that in the church with John 3:16 and other scriptures. You know what I'm saying? They take one scripture and they make an entire doctrine out of it. Okay? But if you would read the fullness of this entire excerpt here in the Ezra, the 2nd chapter, you would understand that you can't base that doctrine off that scripture. Okay? But you're going to find out. He brought out Ezra 2 and 62. Salat. These sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore were they as polluted, put from the priesthood. Now that's the only one. That's the only verse he brought out. But you got to read this whole situation, okay? Because when you read this whole situation, you see the understanding on that situation, and you see how these individuals who were in question, in fact, did prove that they were Israelites. All right, so you sound Batak, man. You need to stop, man. But you ain't gonna stop. But you know, we gonna correct you, and we're gonna use you and guys like you as a tool for edification, so people don't give heed to your wayward doctrine of a devil. All right, this is we're gonna start at 59, Ezra 2 and 59. And these were they which went up from Tel Malah, Tel Harsah, Cherub, Adon, and Emer, but they could not shew their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel. Okay? The children of Deliah, the children of Tobiah, the children of Nokadah, 652. And of the children of the priests, the children of Habiah, the children of Cause, the children of Barzillai, which took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai the Gileadite, and was called after their name. See, so you had these children, these children who are actually Levitical children, okay, who their father had took a wife of a heathen wife, and they were being called after the name of the heathen, but they were in fact of the seed of Jacob. All right, now let me continue. These sought, this is the verse he brought out, these sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but they were not found. Therefore were they as polluted, put from the priesthood, because they were priests. They was in a Levitical line, but they were put from the priesthood because they were being called after the name of the heathen, and they couldn't prove through the genealogy record that they were Israelites, because the priest in question didn't basically register as children, so to speak. Okay, now this is verse 63. And the governor, the word is it's a Hebrew word, but the word, it tells me in my sword, a governor, said unto them that they should not eat of the most holy things. So what they were trying to do, they was trying to segregate them, right? Because they was being called after the heathen, and they couldn't necessarily prove that they was Jake. But let me continue. All right. They were gonna cast these dudes out, right? Until what? Till there stood up a priest with the Urim and with the Thummim. Okay, with that Urim and that Thummim, he looked into the Urim and the Thummim, which is that lot caster, and the spirit, and they deal with the spirit of the Most High, and the spirit of the Most High through the Urim and the Thummim revealed what? That they were Israelites. Okay, so they was segregating them until what? The Urim and the Thummim came out and proved that there was Jake. All right, so that was a weak and that was a nice try. And if you was dealing with somebody who didn't know a goddamn thing and didn't know how to read, because the scripture said, "Blessed is he who readeth," then you might have been able to actually use that, and it might have worked. But that don't work in the case with somebody you dealing with somebody who reads this Bible, man. Because that's not what happened in this situation. Because guess what? There is no record proving that you or any of us is Israelites. So if you want to go with a genealogical record, then none of us are Jake. It's not about a genealogical record. It's about the spirit that bears witness. Okay? The spirit bears witness. And today, the Most High, he took the Urim and the Thummim from the priest. We don't have it. All right? So there's other ways that we got to prove that we are Israelites. And he tried to use Genesis, the 49th chapter, never proved, a prophet never proved, never used that to prove somebody was an Israelite. That was something that was to befall us in the last days, which we're in now. Not in that time. It's for the last days, which we're in now. Okay? Which Genesis the 49th chapter acts when it comes to proving who's an Israelite and who's not. This is acting as the Urim and the Thummim, Genesis the 49th chapter, okay? And I'm gonna prove that right here in the Holy Bible. Okay? You know, these guys, man, these guys who really